In Fort Myers arrested after a social media post shows him holding a gun with the caption, quote, "I'm going to shoot up the school." The school's principal calling deputies. They searched the student. We're not naming the student because of his age. They say they did not find any weapons, but the student was arrested, accused of making that threat. And tonight, some Fort Myers city leaders are frustrated because they feel like there's no clear-cut plan to stop gun violence in schools in the city. 4 Under Corner's Jasmine Miner live in Dunbar to explain. Jasmine?
Patrick, once a month, Councilman Johnny Streets holds a community meeting to hear the concerns and questions from those living around Fort Myers. But today in particular, he spent a majority of the time talking about tackling gun violence.
Marching is good, but after the marching, what? Hold people accountable.
That's Johnny Streets giving his message to the young people getting ready to march in Washington to voice their opinions on gun violence. Streets says he's seeing the same cycle over and over again, where, quote, "We'll talk about it, we'll argue about it until it happens again." He says he welcomes conversations on arming teachers with guns in schools, but he worries that it could lead to an even worse situation.
I will listen on, but I don't. I think someone says that it's a feel good, but there's too many things that could go wrong, and we can see, what if the teachers don't get along with each other and they both have guns?
Law enforcement was present tonight. They mentioned one of the biggest obstacles to controlling gun violence starts with mental health, but also the many loopholes in the system. They say if the right person with the right knowledge knows how to get around the system, they will. Streets says that he'll continue to invite parents and students to hear their concerns and their ideas in terms of how to handle gun violence going forward. But he says the time for action is now. Live in Fort Myers, Jasmine Miner, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Jasmine.